Good morning students, this is for ECE 4th semester. Today I will be delivering my lecture on properties of DFT, that is discrete Fourier transform. In our previous lecture we have discussed about DFT as linear transformation matrix. So before proceed to our today's topic, let us solve some examples or problems of DFT as linear transformation matrix. So our first question is, determine 2-point DFT of a sequence x of n that is equal to u of n minus u of n minus 2. So in this question u of n is a unit step signal and u of n minus 2 is delayed by 2 samples of unit step signal. We know u of n is equal to 1 for n greater than equal to 0, means for positive values of n or n is equal to 0 to greater than 0, its value is 1. That means u of n is equal to 1 for n greater than equal to 0 and its value is 0 else. And u of n minus 2 is delayed by 2 samples, time delay by 2 units. That means its value is 1 for n greater than equal to 2. U of n minus 2 is equal to 1 for n greater than equal to 2 and its value is 0 for n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1. So these two graphs are it is a value of u of n minus 2. We have to subtract these two. First is, in first sequence at n is equal to 0 the amplitude is 1, and in second at n is equal to 0 amplitude is 0. That means 1 minus 0 is 1. At 1 n is equal to 1, its value again 1, here again 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Then at n is equal to 2, its value is 1, its value is also 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have only 2 samples. First sample is at n is equal to 0 and second sample is at n is equal to 1. So x of n becomes 1, 1. Only 2 sequence or 2 samples in x of n sequence. Now it's a 2-point DFT. 2-point DFT means n is equal to 2. Capital N is equal to 2, that is number of samples, also called number of divisions in a sequence. So in input sequence we have only 2 samples, that's why n is equal to 2. We also know the formula of Twiddle factor. Twiddle factor Wn is equal to e raised to power minus j 2 pi by n. Now n is 2, then it becomes W2 is equal to e raised to power minus j 2 pi by 2. 2 will cancel out, it becomes e raised to power minus j pi. Now if we want to find out the value of Twiddle factor raised to power kn, that means W2 raised to power kn is equal to e raised to power minus j pi into kn. Now we have 2 samples in a sequence, that means n is equal to 0 to 1 and k is also equal to 0 to 1. So we have to find out the value of Twiddle factor raised to power kn, W2 raised to power kn. For k is equal to 0, k is equal to 1. We have already discussed in our previous topic DFT as linear transformation matrix. Twiddle factor as a matrix form. K range as 0 to 1, n is also 0 to 1. So 0 into 0 is 0. That means Twiddle factor W2 raised to power 0. Here also W2 raised to power 0. We have W2 raised to power 0 and in the last 1 into 1 is W2 raised to power 1. Now we have to find out the value of Twiddle factor 0 and Twiddle factor 1 for 2-point DFT. Twiddle factor 0 means e raised to power minus j pi into 0. Kn is 0. E raised to power minus 0 is 1. Second is Twiddle factor 1. Twiddle factor 1 means e raised to power minus j pi into 1. That means it becomes e raised to power minus j pi, that is equal to cos pi minus j sin pi. And we know cos pi as minus 1, sin pi as 0. That means it becomes minus 1. So we have the Twiddle factor for 2-point DFT in a matrix form as 1, 1, 1, minus 1. Also we have input sequence x of n, that is 1, 1. In matrix form it becomes x base n, that is equal to 1 into 1. Now we have to find out the value of DFT. Determine DFT. Formula is x base n. DFT of x of n is equal to matrix form, twiddle factor in matrix form into x of n, that is an input sequence in matrix form. Twiddle factor value is 1, 1, 1 minus 1, that is, and x of n value is 1 into 1. Now we have to solve this matrix by row and column, that is first row and first column. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 1, then 1 into 1, then minus 1 into 1, then it becomes 1 plus 1, and in second row it becomes 1 minus 1, then we have obtained the value 2 or 0, 2 and 0. So DFT of our input sequence become x of k, that is equal to x base n, that is equal to 2 into 2 comma 0. Now we have another example in which we have to find out the DFT of 4 point of a sequence. Input sequence is already given, we don't need to find out it. So x of n is already given, that is equal to 1, 1, 0, 1. It's a 4 sequence, that means it's a 4 point DFT, so n is equal to 4. And again we have using the formula of twiddle factor, Wn is equal to e raised to power minus j 2 pi by n, and W4 n is 4, so W4 is equal to e raised to power minus j 2 pi by 4, it becomes e raised to power minus j pi by 2, and twiddle factor raised to power kn is equal to e raised to power minus j pi by 2 into kn. Now it's a 4 point DFT, that means the range of n or k is 0 to n minus 1. So 0 to 4 minus 1, it becomes 0 to 3. So range of k is 0 to 3, and also the range of n is 0 to 3. Now we have to find out the value of twiddle factor in matrix form by using the range of k and n, by using the values of k and n. So twiddle factor W4 raised to power kn is equal to, here k is 0 to 3 and n is also 0 to 3. 0 into 0 is 0, so twiddle factor 0. We have to find out all the values of rows and columns. Now here lowest value of twiddle factor is 0 and maximum value of twiddle factor is 9. So we have to find out the following twiddle factor, that is twiddle factor 0, twiddle factor 1, twiddle factor 2, twiddle factor 3, 4, 6 and 9. So to first find out the value twiddle factor raised to power 0, that means e raised to power minus j pi by 2 raised to power 0 is equal to e raised to power minus 0, then it becomes 1. Then twiddle factor 1, W4 raised to power 1 is equal to e raised to power minus j pi by 2 into 1. It becomes e raised to power minus j pi by 2, that is equal to cos pi by 2 minus j sin pi by 2, and we know cos pi by 2, cos 90 is 0 and sin 90 is 1, then it becomes minus j. Then we have to find out the value of twiddle factor 2. Twiddle factor 2 is equal to e raised to power minus j pi by 2 into 2, that it becomes e raised to power minus j pi. So we know cos 180 is minus 1 and sin 180 is 0, so it becomes minus 1. So we have obtained the twiddle factor 2 value is minus 1. Now we have to find out the value of twiddle factor 3, that is equal to e raised to power minus j pi by 2 into 3. So it becomes e raised to power minus j 3 pi by 2, that is equal to cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 is 270. So cos 70 is 0 and sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Minus into minus becomes plus, that is equal to plus j. So now we have used the cyclic property of twiddle factor, already explained in our previous lecture. That is a 4 point DFT. So according to this, the value of twiddle factor repeat itself after 4 points. 4 point means 0 to 3. So after 3 point, twiddle factor 4 value is equal to twiddle factor 0 and twiddle factor 8 value is equal to twiddle factor 4 up to so on. So that means it repeat its value, twiddle factor repeat itself after n point DFT. So n is here 4, so twiddle factor repeats itself after 4 points. So twiddle factor 0 is equal to twiddle factor 4. That means twiddle factor 4 value is same as twiddle factor 0 and twiddle factor 8 value is same as twiddle factor 4. In the same way, twiddle factor 1 value, twiddle factor 5 value is equal to twiddle factor 1 and twiddle factor 9 value is equal to twiddle factor 5 and 1 up to so on. Therefore, we obtain twiddle factor 4 value as 1 because it is equal to twiddle factor 0, and twiddle factor 6 value is equal to -1 because it's equal to twiddle factor 2, and we already find out the value of twiddle factor 2, that is -1, and twiddle factor 9 value is equal to -j, that is equal to twiddle factor 1. So by putting these values into this matrix, we have obtained the twiddle factor value. Twiddle factor 4 is equal to this in 4 rows and 4 columns. Now input sequence is already given, that is 1 1 0 1 in matrix form. So DFT formula in matrix form is equal to DFT of x of n is equal to x of n is equal to twiddle factor in matrix form into input sequence in matrix form, and this is the value of twiddle factor in matrix form and this is input sequence in matrix form. So we have to solve this matrix by using first row and first column, then second row, first column, third row, first column, up to so on. By multiplying and adding it, we have obtained the value of DFT, that is 3 1 1 1. That is a DFT of an input sequence 1 1 0 1. So it is a DFT of x of n in matrix form, and sequence will become 3 1 -1 1. So we know linearity means which away superposition principle. Now first property of DFT is linearity. According to this property, we know the DFT formula, that is x of n DFT is x of k and x of k IDFT is x of n. That means inverse is also true. So according to DFT, x1n plus linearity property, x1n plus x2n DFT is x1k plus x2k. To prove it, first we have to write down the formula of DFT. So DFT of x of n is equal to x of k, that is equal to summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to power minus j 2 pi k n over n. Now we have to put x of n is equal to x1n plus x2n because we have to find out the DFT of this x1n plus x2n. So DFT of x1n plus x2n is equal to summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x1n plus x2n into e raised to power minus j 2 pi k n over n. So split this summation into two parts. We have we have two terms. First is summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x1n e raised to power minus j 2 pi k n over n, and second is plus summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x2n e raised to power minus j 2 pi k n over n. So first summation is, this is the formula of DFT, that is x1k, that is the DFT of x1n, and second we have the DFT of x2n, that is x2k. So it's proved that hence proved x1n plus x2n DFT is x1k plus x2k. So second property of DFT is if x of n DFT is x of k. First is, what is periodicity? Periodicity means after a fixed interval of time a signal or a sequence repeat itself, or we can also say a sample repeat itself. So in this property, if x of n DFT is x of k, then we have to prove x of k plus n DFT is x of k for all values of k. So to prove it, again we have to write down the formula of DFT, that is x of k is equal to summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x of n twiddle factor raised to power kn, wn raised to power kn. Now we have to put k is equal to k plus n in this equation, in our equation. So it becomes x of k plus n is equal to summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x of n twiddle factor raised to power k plus n into n. So we have to split this power into two parts. It becomes summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x of n twiddle factor raised to power kn into twiddle factor raised to power n into n. First is capital N and second one is small n. Capital N is n point DFT. Small n is the range of a sequence. So capital N is total number of sequence. So now this term is twiddle factor raised to power n into n is equal to e raised to power minus j2 by n divided by capital N. So capital N will cancel out. It becomes e raised to power minus j2 by n. Suppose n is integer. So it is equal to, by earlier entity, cos 2 pi n minus j sin 2 pi n. If we put n is equal to 0, then it becomes cos 0 minus j sin 0, and we know cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0, so it becomes 1. If we put n is equal to 1, then it becomes cos 2 pi minus j sin 2 pi. Again cos 2 pi is 1 and sin 2 pi is 0, so it again becomes 1. So twiddle factor raised to power capital N into small n is equal to 1. So put this value into this, it becomes summation n tends to 0 to n minus 1 x of n twiddle factor raised to power k into n, and that is the formula of DFT x of n, that is x of k. Hence proved DFT of x of k plus n is equal to x of k. So this is the two properties of DFT, of discrete time Fourier transform. In our next lecture we will learn about more properties of DFT. I hope you can you understand all the topics. You understood all the topics covered in this lecture. First we have discussed or we have solved some examples of DFT questions or numericals on DFT, and we have just done two properties of DFT, that is first property is linearity and second one is periodicity. This is all about the today's lecture. Thanks all.